slight addendums. I may actually cut this a little bit as I try to switch between windows because this involves the launchers and whatnot, but yeah, Mandalore says an update that I aborted because I was trying to get to the FPS thing over there. So when I was looking for the FPS counters, and I just did a 2077 SPS overlay into Google, and it gave me the three basic options, and one of the options was for Steam to put the overlay on. And forums and a couple of FAQs said you have to add the red launcher. That's this window here that opens when you hit play on GOG. I'm not sure how it works on Steam because I'm not working from there. The other thing I was thinking they were referring to was something called Red Mod, which I thought that was this, but I guess that's something else. But I'm pretty sure I installed Red Mod, so you know, Red Mod is in there because of the skirt and the different things that require that, or it was the third-person view thing, maybe. One of them. But there was like a couple of different mod engines, and then like a converter between the two mod engines that would let you run them both at the same time, kind of thing. So I'm going through the Steam list, and I'm looking for something that starts with red, and you click that little thing down there, you add non-standard Steam, non-Steam games, and I'm scrolling down here looking for an R. Okay, there's Radeon RAM disk, that's the virtual drive that I use for texture caching and CGI and whatnot. But there's no red launcher in here, and I guess those forum posts and even the FAQs was like 3 years ago. Because looking at the screen cap after, because I recorded the video a couple of times of me trying to get this to work, Cyberpunk is right there. I could have added it, but I'm also not inclined to have 50 different programs going. I have no idea what kind of mayhem that's going to cause if I have two launchers linked to the same game. Especially from one outlet that I didn't purchase the game from. But I guess it is there. You're looking for Cyberpunk 2077, not Red Launcher, or Red Mod Launcher, or Red whatever it was. And then at this point, I don't even remember what the rest of the steps were to get the overlay going, the keep commands or anything, but I guess it is in the list. So we'll get that out of the way. Oh, you've updated that. Oh, and you have more sections to okay, whatever. Oh yeah, and I forgot about that. So I guess I have to leave that in the background. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Yeah, I see the Red Mod FAQ here. But, you know, I've already downloaded and installed that, and that's what I was looking for, was a thing that said I already installed it. Kind of like these things where you last downloaded this file on October something kind of thing, but I guess I don't see that there. So I have to fire up the game anyway for the next thing, I think. Because I honestly think it was just confusion more than anything else. There's differences between the base game that I have and if you have Phantom Liberty installed. And I'm guessing if you have Phantom Liberty installed, there are ways to have the thing just do the base game. but I guess you still get some of the perks of Phantom Liberty, maybe. And I can do this from the apartment from wherever I'm at. It almost doesn't even matter. So if I hit that, now we're at 60. Oh, that was the other thing. I totally forgot to do something in the other video. I was going down and clicking off shadows, and then I didn't scroll down, so I didn't even see that ambient occlusion wasn't high. So that's not an A to B conclusion video. But at the same time, it was enough to show that adding more was dropping the FPS, and if there was free resources and shaders, that wouldn't be happening. Yeah, so yeah, if there was free shader units available on the GPU, it shouldn't be dropping FPS to utilize them, kind of thing. Anyway, so let's see, that's iconic. I can swap that out for an iconic. That's a 5+. That's a 5+. And that's a 5+. So I'm guessing if you have Phantom Liberty installed, even if you tell it you just want to play the regular game without the DLC, you still get the option here to upgrade a 5+ to a 5++. Yeah. I don't have that here. I legit think that's just confusion with some people, pointing out that they've got a 5++. I don't have 5++s here. You know, and I wouldn't actually go to the point of suggesting that they uninstall Phantom Liberty just to try to see if they can get like a 5++ weapon. It's just, yeah. I can go, actually, I can go right to my menu. And now it's gonna make a liar of me. It had the Phantom Liberty advertisement right there. I read more. No, I don't want to. I wanted to see all DLC. So yeah, I can still purchase Phantom Liberty here. I haven't purchased it yet. This map looks kind of interesting. Maybe that's something else that I mentioned a couple of times in videos I haven't uploaded. All the maps I've found for the Outlands, they only show where the gigs are and what kind they are, but they don't say the names of it. So as I'm going through Sam's Bram vid of all the little hidden secrets and how the gigs are connected to different story plots, I'm looking at the Outlands and saying, okay, I know the next name of the gig is this. There's no map that shows where that is. Maybe. Possibly. Not sure. I'd like to check that out. But as you see, I haven't purchased that yet. Own games. I figured like Red Launcher would show up here too, but I'm not really sure where that shows up. But yeah, this is literally just Cyberpunk 2077 with, you know, I've got Red Mod installed, but all the other DLC I don't have yet. And maybe if yeah, 70 FPS. Maybe if, Yeah, the Phantom Liberty's just installed on the computer. That might be enough to give you the iconic Satara and the ability to upgrade it to a 5++, but I'm not seeing that here. Even with the weapons I can upgrade, like the Emperor's Sword and Junior's Pistol. The other thing is, when I go to click other things here, these other windows don't go away. I can close this one. These other things, I can just, like, expand them or minimize them, but... yeah. Let's see. Someone else had made a comment, and I was gonna go look for that. Simple FPS monitor. Didn't even think to look for that in... thank you, Julian. I'm just gonna let that hang there and escape. I'm gonna go over to this, because this will let me open up, yeah, that's a really nice thing. Down here. Vanilla skirt. I so gotta put money in that, yeah, I gotta get involved in doing things like that. Maybe. Endorsing them and saying, yeah, I approve. I mean, I got the thumbs up on those. I should go through that more. I should, put money in the tip jar, but what I'm looking for here is the simple, right? Monitor. Well, if I just type in simple FPS, it should figure it out, right? There's two of them. That's from 2022. I mean, if it does the display. That's kind of all that counts. What does this one do? I'm looking at how this is kind of overlapping here, but that might also be just the cut and paste to show the product to an extent. Just a simple thing in the corner. I may actually go for that. And then I can run around and... so this involves me closing the game so that I can install the mods without turning things into pretzels. I just wanted to show that as far as upgrades are concerned, 5+ is as high as it goes. Maybe a Phantom Liberty is just kind of sitting on hard drive off in the corner somewhere. That's just enough to give it the assets or whatever to show a 5++. I don't know how it's syncing, because it was telling me that 200 megs was too much. I found the folder. 232 megs, not 200, so I'm not quite sure what's up with that. But that's already copied over, and so now I can go through and purge some of the older ones and not completely be out of things. I mean, the other person suggesting this one, and I'm not opposed to trying both of them. It's just, what is it like with the overlapping the HUD kind of thing? And I kind of don't remember what's over there that's covering up. Oh, okay. So you can drag it around too. Okay, yeah. Alright, that works. Average in FPS. I almost want that millisecond per frame thing, though. Almost. But still, FPS is enough to see how pathetic a 1070 is in combat. So, Julianne? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you. I never even thought to look on Nexus mods for an FPS counter. I just went to Google, and then I was thinking that command prompt thing. It's way at the top. This cyber engine tweaks. I figured there got to be a command or something somewhere in that to show the FPS. I just didn't think it would be limited to just standing still, but that was enough to show the thing. So at this point, I'm probably going to cut the video as I download things and see if alright, downloads are complete. Updates. I'm not in the mood for tormenting myself. Sorry. I'll deal with that later. Alright, anyway, I was going to cut the video here. Till later. Alright. I should addendum. I'm not installing both of these at the same time. I'm not, like, that fresh. I have to set up a hotkey, and then I guess I can move the thing around. It isn't asking what it remembers that. What was it, this key? There's one key to switch the views, and there's another key to, Alright. So here's a question. How do I make these windows go away? Bindings, right? Cyber engine tweaks, appearance mod, FPS monitor. I almost want to say I want to use the pound. No, that's above 3, and that's a weapon select. So, yeah, this is where Hem and Han go. What key do I use? Yeah. Maybe I can get away with using the, what was that, semicolon or something? Alright. I move that. Sometimes bars appear here. Oh, that is so cool. An FPS counter. My character really needs to go to. So, yeah, learn more about Phantom Liberty. I guess maybe it's only on some of the menu options. But, yeah, it's like overlapping, like, a little bit there, because the mod settings is added to this, I guess. That's the ride over there, isn't it? Oh, it was the former play that I saved just outside of the building. Alright. That's what I was looking for right there. Alright.
Welcome to Konpeki Plaza.
So... I set ambient occlusion to low instead of off. Derp. That will fix the lights in there, right?
Please come through single file.
You got it, home, sir.
Yep.
Hold on. Got something. Care to explain why you're bringing military equipment onto the premises into Konpeki Plaza?
We're arms dealers.
Excuse me?
Ah, you are here to see Taki-san, am I right? Please, accept my apologies for the confusion.
This should only take a moment, ma'am.
Oh, the last time I had done this, it turned red here, and it stayed red going in here.
Greetings and welcome.
So, I thought that I had been flagged for, like, saying something in the wrong order or something. But, there you go. Alright. So, ambient occlusion low, not off. And I think that concludes it. I just gotta cut the car travel out because the save game was way further back than I thought it was. Till later.